Hello, everybody. Welcome to another watch-along. It's been a while since we've done one, because obviously we didn't do the Manchester Derby, because I wasn't here to do that. I was at the Etihad, but we are back. It's to say we haven't done one since Luton, and it is the Champions League. Pep isn't taking any prisoners with this team. It's maybe a bit stronger than what a lot of people are thinking. Players are playing who I didn't think would play, but thankfully some players are playing who I did want to play. We'll get into that in a moment. Before we start, though, before the stream even started, Jason Lynn, shout out Jason, and also shout out to Jack for subscribing to the Twitch. Thank you so much, Jack. You've activated the Hall and printer. I'm working on it, guys. I'm trying to work on it so that YouTube membership does that as well. But in the interim, shout out to Jack. Let me just show out his subscription thingy when the camera does its thing. There we go. Thank you so much, Jack, who's got a picture of Florian Wirtz, I think that is. Thank you, Jack, for subscribing for 5 months. You beautiful man. And as I say, shout out to Jason as well for becoming an Albinio Ultra. Your support means literally everything, guys. Thank you so much. Big up to Mikey as well. How are you doing, Mikey? We've got Omar in the house. I say thank you to Jack for subscribing for 5 months in a row. Got MCFC TV. How you doing, mate? Joel says, do a joint watch along with LB. I have no idea if LB would even want to do that, Joel. I have no idea if he'd even want to do that, because he might not even want me on. Hello, Itahi. How are we? I want a Bob Brace. We'll get into the teams in a moment. Hello, Kante. But says, bonjour, como estas? Hello, Wolves. How you doing? I think I've seen you in Mo's channel. Do correct me if I'm wrong. I always like your comments. City versus FCK sounds like a dead rubber. If you're not City, you're a Copenhagen fan. You're not wrong, to be fair. You're not wrong. But stick around, because first of all, you might enjoy yourself. But secondly, will there be an upset tonight? Hopefully not. But there might be, genuinely. You never know in the Champions League. Soon, hopefully, Narn. Soon. I'm trying to work on it. I'm compiling the database. We currently have 600 faces. I need to add the modern ones, though. Abhinav, great Iron Man profile picture, asks, what's your take on the new Champions League format? I hate it. I did a video on it when it was first announced, like a couple years ago. Hate it. I think it's rubbish. It's going to add unnecessary games. It's going to add more games. It's going to make the jeopardy less so in the group stages. That's why it's been introduced, to help the bigger sides stay in it more, rather than, you know, Barca getting knocked out like before this, the previous 2 seasons. I'm not happy with it at all. I see the score prediction. I'll get into it. Don't you worry. Real Madrid are losing to Leipzig, says Narnbread. I'm not sure about that one, because they are RB Leipzig at the end. They are RB Leipzig. They are Real Madrid at the end of the day. Why do you think that, Narn? Or is that more in hope rather than expectation? Currently leading 1-0. I fully expect them to win that one easily. Hello, 7 letters. Without further ado, shall we take a look at the lineups? By lineups, I mean I've not even bothered to do United. In fact, I've still got the setup from the United game, hence Onana in there. Apologies for that. But this is the Manchester City team on your left-hand side. Yes, that is correct. I set it up in terms of the lineup how I think that we will play. Because Rico Lewis is playing, so I'm assuming that he's going to be used in the inverted role. Yeah, I said, oh, this is from when I did my YouTube analysis video. I haven't changed it fully. Don't worry about it. Just pay attention to the City starting 11. That's all that matters. That's all that matters here. Yeah, so I'm assuming that it's really good to see Gvardiol back in the starting 11. He's been out for a while, and I think this starting 11 is also pretty telling in terms of who is going to start in defence for us. Who is going to start in our defence against Liverpool? The fact that Walker's being rested tells me that he's a certainty. The fact that Stones is being rested obviously tells me he's a certainty. Same with Ake, tells me he's a certainty. Diaz is Diaz, so he's going to start. Ahead of them, this is the surprise. I'm not surprised, because I did actually predict Rodri to start, but that will be a surprise to a lot of people. That Rodri's in what, I mean, Wolves described earlier as a dead rubber. For what a lot of people would describe as such, Rodri is starting, not being given a rest before Anfield. Now, I don't really have an issue with that, because, you know, sharpness beforehand, obviously he must be fully fit. Ideally, I would like to I would maybe like to see us wrap up the game relatively early on, and we can take Rodri off without having to do the full 90. Alvarez Kova starting is fine. I wonder whether Kova will start at Anfield. And the Nunes Bob one is interesting. Haaland's starting as well. Brilliant. The Nunes Bob one is really interesting. I don't know whether it's going to be Bob on the right, Bob on the left, Nunes on the left, Nunes on the right. If it's Nunes on the left, could that be a precursor to what we may see at Anfield? I'm not entirely sure. But that is the state of play, and that is the lineup. There has been quite a lot of rotation in some areas, and as I say, I'm a little bit surprised there's maybe not as much rotation in other areas, the Rodri one in particular. But we shall see what we see. Hello, Happy Central. Wolf says they're ranking teams in the pot 4 pots, European coefficients by clubs, not anymore, even League Champions, pot 1 to Arsenal, most likely. Missing pot 1. It will be interesting. I mean, there have been many changes to the Champions League format. When City first came into it, we were in like pot 3, despite us being champions, because we didn't have a good history in the competition. So it is interesting how often they've changed it. It will go through cycles as it always does. What if you come from a gasket in your kitchen with a balaclava on saying, block? I have no idea what that last bit means, Toby. I have no idea what that means. Oh, I'll have a look. I think that's maybe Kante. Thank you so much, Kante, for subscribing. Doku has niggles in his leg. Doesn't want to risk him, so he won't play. Yeah, if he's got any potential risk, he definitely shouldn't play. It's a bit of a shame for him because I don't see him starting at Anfield. So it's a bit of a shame that he's not been able to get some minutes today, but it's all right. Hopefully he'll be fine. Rodri is indeed a fit Spanish man. Oh, Wolves, thank you so much for the super chat. That's incredibly generous of you, mate. Thank you so much. Genuinely means the world. That's incredibly kind of you. This is your prediction, is it? 3-0 to City. A low-tempo training session. I suspect that is not how Copenhagen are going to see the game. I think that they are going to get at it. I mean, we saw... Was it Copenhagen who were trying to, it seemed, intentionally foul our players at their ground? If someone can remind you, I'm pretty sure that Grealish got like fouled 3 or 4 times before his injury in that game. Unless I'm mistaken, I'm pretty sure that they kept trying to purposefully injure our players, which was very upsetting and annoying. Bernardo needed the rest indeed. I totally agree. But yeah, again, shout out to Wolves. That's incredibly generous and kind of you. And Kante, thank you so much for subscribing. Here he is. K Sarah Sarah. Wherever we'll be. We're going to Stevenage. You can put your little message there. Thank you so much, Kante, for that. And for your support, guys. I really appreciate it. What's happened to your eye? Asks Kieran. This is a birthmark. That's always been there. If that's what you're referring to. It is absolutely risky predicting a clean sheet. 7 letters. What am I going to go for? City to win, obviously. I don't think it's going to be that high scoring. I don't think it's going to be a battering either. Because Copenhagen, they've got something to play for here, whereas City have a game at Anfield coming up. So I don't think they're going to be wanting to exert so much energy, like properly popping off. So I suspect City will want to try to control the game, make it as laboured for Copenhagen as possible. And I'm going to say City win 3. I'll go for another 3-1. Why not? Why not? I don't think a clean sheet is on the cards. They also hit Bernard. Yes, that's the one. Yeah, I mean it is annoying when there's a team full of crap players and all they have to resort to is fouling better players. Like, do you feel to a fellow professional? That's pathetic. Copenhagen doing a Lisbon job on De Bruyne and Roger to balance the universe. Yes, I've gone for a 3-1, mate. Yeah, literally, Nan. Literally, I'll update you tomorrow on what happens tonight. Erwin, thank you so much for following, mate. Feel free to get involved in the chat. Let me know what football team you support. I've gone 3. Oh, there is Erwin. There we go. Lovely to meet you, Erwin. Are you a City fan? Confirm for me or not? And yeah, I've gone for 3-1 to City. That's what I have gone for. Yeah, this keeper always saves all of our shots. It's very upsetting. Do you think Rovers will go down? No. You'll be fine, Kante. You'll be fine. Next season, promotion charge. We've won all our Champions League games with 3 goals this season. Is that true? Oh, didn't know that. If you saw my tweets today, guys, you'll have seen that Erling Haaland is currently on 13 Champions League knockout goals in 14 games. So this will be his 15th game. So can he... let's pop that on the screen a little bit more because it says lovely super chat. Because, yes, so can he extend it? Can he make it 1 game, 1 goal by getting a couple tonight? That would be lovely. That'd be lovely indeed. You like him? Are they who you support, Erwin? Let me know. We don't worry about that. We do not worry about that. Blackburn will be fine. They will harness the power of Yakubu. And that centre-half they signed from Angie Mahashkala. What was that guy called? Kante, 11-12 season. I think he signed someone from Angie Mahashkala. What was his name? African, I believe. I think. I don't know. I can't remember who he was. No, I think, no, he was certainly black. I think African. I might need to go look at your squad. I was 3. That's not good enough. I don't care how old you were, mate. I'm going to look at you. Blackburn. If anyone knows before I find out, let me know. It wasn't Kobe White. I hate that geezer. I hate him. No, it's not Jalen Brown. I hate him as well. Who was it? Am I misremembering? No, yes, Christopher Samba. That's the one. Oh, sorry. You didn't sign him from Angie. He went to Angie after that. Okay. That's what I'm thinking of, Samba. Thank you guys for helping me. I appreciate it. Alvarez hat-trick, says Kieran. Love that from you. No, we don't talk about that. Thoughts on the Porto team player we have been linked to? Are you thinking of the Benfica player, Atahi? Are you thinking of João Neves? Yeah, that's the one. That's the one, Kante. Blackburn win the Fisher 23rd place, but they get +10 for every TikTok post where Redknapp talks about. Oh, yes, I remember that one, Toby. Yeah, Yakubu was a bit of a beast, you know. Omar says, let's see how Gvardiol will do. It's good to see him back. Yeah, exactly. He's been back. He's been out for a while. I don't see him going to the left wing spot. Thank you so much for following Effect. I don't see him going to the left wing spot. Surely it's going to be a centre-back with Lewis inverting. I've seen stranger things happen, though. Who knows? Who knows? An interesting one. Ruben Diaz has got a yellow card next to his name. So that tells me that if he gets another booking, then he will be suspended. At what point, guys, do yellow cards get wiped out, if at all? Is it like past the quarterfinal stage? Hello, Godven. Watching on Discord? No, I'm watching on my television. We've no striker, but we have a player with 26 goals in all comps. So that's all you need. That is all you need. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know nearly enough about Varela or Varela to comment on him, I'm afraid. Inanji was such a weird club, man. So weird. They just had Roberto Carlos and Eto'o. Like, why? That was so odd. And Eto'o wasn't even washed by that point. Didn't he win the treble with Inter and then go to Angie? Or did he have one more year at Inter and then go? It was a very odd. It was a very odd time. And then they just folded, and I don't think they exist anymore. Very odd. You told us you're watching Lego streams. No, I didn't. I'm literally watching on TNT Sports 1. Valera is his name. The most likely play versus Arsenal tomorrow. Well, I might be watching that game, so I will keep an eye out. Wait, what's the day today? Tomorrow? Do you mean next week? It's not tomorrow, is it? Because we had Champions League yesterday. Today's Wednesday. So it's got to be next year. Next year? Next week. Surely. So high for another man match performance from this keeper. Yeah, I can't wait for Haaland to be denied a hat-trick by this prick with a mask. Norris Olatai, I just got a bit confused there. Eto'o had a crazy deal. Yeah, he was the most paid he was the highest paid footballer in the world. Yeah, it was a very, very unusual. Very unusual time. I don't know what was going on there. But hey ho, each to their own and all of that. Yeah, each to their own. We have kicked off here, boys. We've kicked off. There we go. Lovely. Okay, score predictions in, guys. If you haven't already done so, thank you so much for joining me today and giving me your time. Time is the most valuable commodity because it cannot be restored. Once you give it away, it is gone. So thank you for giving me your time, guys. I love championship matches at the Etihad. Aren't they lovely, Musty? Aren't they lovely? When was the last time we lost? Leon, like a million years ago? Crazy. Gorbush still ranting about the Edison tackle. Yeah, does he mean the clean one, which was like a perfectly legitimate tackle? So confused. Rico Lowe struck me as more of a midfielder. Definitely, he's a midfielder in a fullback's clothing. I didn't, Jack. Alvarez left wing. Let's have a look. So immediately looks like Bob is going to be central. Rico Lewis is holding the width. It might be a 2-3 shape with the two, with Gavardiol and Lewis progressing into midfield alongside Rodders. Be interested to see the starting position of Kovacic. Yeah, he's going way up by the looks of it. Or is he? Or is it just Rico Lewis actually at right wing? As you say, Mussy, it's definitely Alvarez left wing. Yeah. Maybe he's experimenting. Who knows? Maybe he's experimenting.
Alvarez left wing at Anfield.
Hey, respect the nickname. Respect the Rodders. Hello, I force quit. Hoping we get through this round. Who do you think we would get in the next round, or at least hope to get based on predictions? Well, let me just have a look. I force quit. Well, welcome, mate. Let me just have a look at who's still in the competition. I think that basically there's no weak teams left, assuming that the favourites go through. Like if we assume that Real Madrid, Arsenal go through it, I would hate to face Inter or Atletico Madrid. That'll be hell. Dortmund, PSV, I think you've got to look at them as one of the weaker ones. Barca, Napoli, you've got to look at them as one of the weaker ones. So the winner of those two, I suppose, or PSG. So PSG, the winner of Barca, Napoli, or the winner of Dortmund, PSV, you would say on paper are the weakest opponents. But we're getting to crunch time now. In the quarterfinals, there are very rarely any weak teams. So that's who I want. But who do you want? Happy Central says it's going to be 3-1 City to Manchester squad depth. 2-1 Rico long term. Yeah, I don't think he's got the physical capabilities to be a right back long term. City give away the ball. Lewis has got to get back. He does, in fairness to him. Eric, shout out my lovely member. I don't know if Jason's here, but shout out Jason for becoming a Nabinho Ultra. Eric, enjoy your little rat name badge. Also enjoy the fact your name will be in gold here. Enjoy the fact you have exclusive emotes. Enjoy the fact you'll be in the credits of all my YouTube videos. In fact, you were in the credits of the most recent one, Eric. And also enjoy the fact that you're helping support LNobbins. Beautiful man that you are. 1441 is wild. Hey, stuff, don't worry about it. We pop off. Do you wish you could go to this game, says Joe? Guys, I do not enjoy evening games. I don't like them. I mean, I don't have a Champions League ticket extra on my season ticket, but I don't like evening games. I hate them. I much prefer... I like 12:30s. They're good. And I like 3 o'clocks. I hate evening ones because the worst thing for me is like, watch a game and then come back late and it's like no. Because then the day's gone. I'd rather watch the game and then have the rest of the day. That's why I love a 12:30, because like, right, the game's done and now I can enjoy the rest of the day and do bits and bobs. Is that going to be a corner to City? Don't worry, guys. We don't score from corners. I'd love Barca. They are a weak team, Musty. They are very weak. And Gundogan. City, Real Madrid, Bayern, Barca, Inter. Yes. So for me, if those are the teams in the quarters, I wouldn't mind Barca. I wouldn't mind Dortmund. I wouldn't mind PSG. Want to avoid Arsenal because they're obviously very good. Want to avoid Inter because they're very good. I want to avoid Real Madrid, not necessarily because they're very good, more so just because they've got that, that Champions League hoodoo about them, haven't they? Oh my God! We've scored directly from a corner! It's a kanji on the volley, of course. We can never score headers from corners. But we've got to score unbelievable volleys instead. Guys, when was I think we established the last time we scored from a direct corner was Fulham in the 5-1, and that goal shouldn't have even stood. So when was the last time we scored a legitimate direct corner goal? I don't know, but lovely ball by Alvarez. Akanji holds off his man, and on the volley, that is brilliant. That's such a lovely finish. How has he controlled that? He's guided it almost with the side of his foot rather than try to leather it. He just used the power of the corner to direct it and control it and guide it. And that is a lovely finish from the centre half. Beautiful work, Manu. Lovely. That will settle the nerves. Not that there were any, but, you know. Nerves for me, because even though we're still 3-1 up, anything can happen in the Champions League. That's what we needed. Early goal. Copenhagen needs 3.
Perfect goal, Manu goal, Julie assistant from a corner.
Literally, Jack. There we go. Perfect start for City, opening 5 minutes. Who knows? Maybe we can have another drubbing. That would be nice. It would be good to get the... Not that City need the confidence up after the Derby massacre, but it would be nice just for vibes, I suppose. Inter are very good. That's why I don't really want them. Yeah, shout out, Eric. Love that from you. I agree, Musty. Early kickoff is my favourite in terms of going to the games. Players who play for both Liverpool and City. Bellamy. Kolo Toure. James Milner. Raheem Sterling. Daniel Sturridge. Did I say James Milner? I don't know if I did. Who else? In like the modern era, I can't think of too many. Robbie Fowler. That's quite a few. There you go. I'd hope Barca or Dortmund. Oh, Anelka, that's a good one, yeah. I'd hope Barca or Dortmund. PSG, so I want, so we can get rid of Ninja Turtle. That's a great mentality. I love that I force quit. Yeah, from a corner. It is a miracle, says Fusk. Absolutely. A game over. You'd like to think so. By the way, guys, if you are watching on the YouTube stream or the replay, please leave a like on the video. It is free, and it really helps me out. Thank you guys so much. And speaking of helping me out, there is Jason, my new member. Look at your beautiful gold name badge, Jason. Look at that. Love that from you, Jason. Thank you for supporting me. Genuinely, it means the world. Enjoy your emotes that you can use in the chat. Corner goal. Yeah, we're doing a treble back-to-back. Look at that confidence from Itahi. Oh, yeah, Balotelli, of course. Yeah, Balotelli. Forgot his weird little stint at Liverpool. And your name, Jason, will be in the credits of my future YouTube videos. Shout out also to you guys for enjoying the most recent Foden Manchester Derby analysis video. It's done very well. I'm very happy you guys enjoy them. How many times this season have you won a game from being behind? We were behind against Newcastle and we won. We were behind against Copenhagen and won. We were behind against Young Boys and won. Oscar Bob tearing it up through the middle. Take the shot, Oscar. Oh, he's such a midfielder. Oh, he's so good. If there's any doubt of whether he's a wide player or central player, just look at what he's able to do here, man. Picks it up, bam. That's very Foden of him on the half turn. Just runs. It's a mixture of Foden and Jack Grealish. Gets his shot away. Really, Kante. That's cool. Hello, Jamie. Available static for a match preview. I don't know. Probably. Oh my god, we hit the crossbar from a direct corner. Nearly scored another one. Oh, the keeper's fumbled it. What an idiot. And Alvarez gets a goal. Well done. I have no idea what the keeper's done there. He decided to not save that. We love to see that. Just after City hit the crossbar, and that is beyond game. World-class goal, says Jack. Yeah, that's 5-1 in aggregate. That's City through to the quarters. And now we can just sit back and enjoy and chill. We don't have to worry about it. But yeah, Jamie, because it's Mother's Day on Sunday, and I obviously can't really do it on the Sunday because it's a City-Liverpool game. So I'm doing Mother's Day stuff on a Saturday, so I might not be free, Jamie. I apologize, because we are going. I'm going out with my mum because it's Mother's Day. Technically, that's a corner goal, guys. It technically derived from a corner. Scorpio. I tell you, I might have to do like a whole stream on that, Scorpio, because I've got a lot to say about that and about that sort of that mentality, the comments, the wider debate, RE, Liverpool and Klopp. I've got a lot to say about that. So that might warrant its own stream at some point. Probably when Klopp's career comes to an end, to be fair, with Liverpool. Maybe I'll do one there. But as I say, I've got a lot to say. Bob is a silky baller. Yeah, exactly. He just is that. He just is that, isn't he? Afsa, what do you want a link for, mate? Let me know. World-class goal. Yeah, thankfully, this keeper is a lovely touch by Rico. This keeper either pops off or absolutely shits the bed. There is no in between with this guy. Mother says it's Mothering Sunday in this country, Musty. So we're going out on the Saturday. He's always Rodri off immediately. I mean, yeah, to be fair, but who's down here? Hello, Kovacic. Oh God, what's happening? Kova, please be okay. Diaz is asking for the bench. What's going on, boys? Please be okay, Kova. I'm hoping it's just like cramp or something. We need Kova. Time wasting. Yeah, Jamie, he's I don't know the exact quote, but he said something like, our trophies mean more, and City have probably been a bit more successful than us. Comments which I found quite funny for a number of reasons, which as I say, I will maybe get into at some point. I've touched on it in the past, but yeah, it's I thought those comments were a bit wild for a number of reasons. Hey, really, Jack? Yeah, Jamie, it's worth a read. It's I personally have my thoughts on it. Genuinely, Jamie. I mean, it's certainly in terms of the quality of the football in recent seasons, it has been up there. So hold on, please. What position is he, guys? Please, what position is this chap? Kovacic looks fine, by the way. But yeah, what position is this kid? Does he have talent? Does this kid have talent? Well, he must do to be on a City bench. But what position is he? Is he midfielder? Is he a defensive midfielder? Is he a... He's a DM! Okay, get him on. Get him on. Tell me more, Scorpio. Why do you hate it? 5-1 on the Ag. I'd love a couple of Haaland goals tonight just to lube him up for, yes, that is the verbiage I just used there. To lube him up. No, to lube. Yeah, that would be that's a verb, isn't it? To lube. Yeah. What am I saying? Lube him up in preparation for Anfield. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, gosh. Coach injury free, yeah, he looks to be okay, to be fair, the stuff. And he is a DM. Thank you guys for confirming. Domin Alvarez on the wing. And I've touched on this before. If it's a matter of Alvarez on the wing to have Foden in the middle, then yeah, I'm totally all about that. It's not an issue at all. Kai says, turn City off and tune into this Openda and Danny Almo masterclass. Yeah, well, if you guys want to update me of how that game goes, I imagine that Real Madrid will absolutely destroy Leipzig. But you never know. You never know. Something else might happen. But to be fair, they don't even need to win. They only need to draw. Yeah, don't worry about it, Joe. Don't worry about it. That's the one, Musty. That is the one. Oh, that was nearly nice. Bob and Gvardio linking up there. It's good to see City, and it does look like it is. Yeah, Nunes on the right hand side. Mateus Nunes on the right hand side. Oh dear. Okay, we had Leipzig in the group stages this season, didn't we? My memory's not that bad. I'm pretty sure we did. That's going to be a corner, is it? It is. There we go. What the hell, Joe? It's impressive how comfortable Kova looks in his first season. He's looked very good outside of the games where Rodri hasn't played. Outside of that, I actually think he's been brilliant. to be fair. I think it's been very good. Still not a direct Gundogan replacement, obviously, but still good. Still good. This Leipzig super team isn't losing to Madrid again. Okay, interesting, Kai. How did they win the reverse leg? Was it a penalty? I can't recall. Was it like a last-minute goal, if someone can remind me? I can't remember. Bob is very good. I've touched on it before. Bob is not good for an academy player. He is just good. Football Manager play for set piece. I love turning that on. Such a shithouse way to play the game. But sometimes you need to do it, yeah? Sometimes. It's hard. Yeah, I love Oscar Bob as well. I'm very happy that he's getting so many minutes this season. And it's good to see Lewis start as well. I don't think he started since Burnley, which was a minute ago. So it's been a while. We've had 80% of the ball, goodness me. This is what we need, to be fair. We don't want to tire ourselves out. And you don't tire yourself out if you keep the ball, because you force the opposition to go from side to side. Raheem Diaz banger. Ah. City legend. Oh, that's lovely by Cavadio. Look at the way he strives forwards. It's mental that's a centre-half, man. It's very Beckenbauer-like, you might say. I'd love a clean sheet, John. I agree. I have gone for I might have to revise my 3-1 because it's looking like, at this rate, we are going to score much more than that. Let's say we score another 1 before half-time. What does Pep do? Does he just go, right, Rodri, you're off, mate? Or does he actually go, no, I want the full 90 minutes in Rodri's legs? I wonder what his thought process is at that stage. Do you go rest or do you go sharpness? We might get relegated from Premier League 2. Well, that's because we sold all our best players, haven't we? I don't think so, Joe. I don't think we've lost a game from being in front. No, because we lost against Villa, which was just 1-0. Wolves, they scored first. Then we equalised, and then they scored again. Arsenal was just 1-0. Newcastle scored in the League Cup first. I think that's all the losses. We've dropped points from being ahead. Palace, Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs. Chelsea again. Oh, no, sorry, no. They went ahead, didn't they? No, that's my bad. We gained points that day. We're playing orgasmic football. It is very easy to do, to be fair, when the opponent is Copenhagen, it must be said. I really enjoy the press we're facing there, really trying. It's like, I don't know if you've seen like the clip of Man United playing against Pep's Barca in like 20, I think it's a 2011 one. Although both were. What an interception by Ruben Diaz. And it's just so funny how poorly coached that team was relative to Pep's team. Because you've just got United players running around like headless chickens. And there's no structure or pressing organisation. It's really funny. That was a very good interception, I agree. There's a reason Bob's here and Palmer isn't. Says, the stuff, he's certainly more of a Pep player. I totally agree with that. Guy, what? Community doesn't count, I assume. So that technically is a draw. That result was actually a draw, not a loss. Yeah, Palace one's annoying. Honestly, all of them are not. The Chelsea one away is fine because we didn't really deserve to be leading. Toby, I'm afraid to say that Copenhagen are a bit poo. If you want to pop Real Madrid on, Toby, and update me with that. 10 hairs reckon they got robbed. This guy. Oh, this guy. Yeah, the Community Shield one was a draw, not a loss, because that's how penalty shootouts work. Officially. That will go down in the record books as a draw. It's a good point. You're not wrong, Toby. We haven't won the Shield in like 3... I think the last one was like 2019. I think. It's been ages. Oh, lovely step by Kova. Look at Haaland's run. Oh, he's found him in behind. Oh, it's just not quite right. It's a good tackle, to be fair. I think so, Scorpio, yes. What's the point? I mean, what's the point in anything, to be fair? What's the point in life? It's just like, you know, it's the English Super Cup, isn't it? It's just like, you know, the Super Coppa Italia or the Spanish Super Cup. Honestly, the play that impressed me the most was when we almost won the ball back in front of their goalie and Lewis kept to shape our presses deadly. You're not wrong there. We are pretty good at the pressing and the football in general, to be fair. Pop me trainer, who do you think I am? Someone with BT Sport. Cardi's husband. Okay, Toby, keep me updated on that then. We need to lose it to be good. As I say, I don't think we've won it since we won against Liverpool and then they went on and then they won the title. Because we lost against Leicester, we lost against Liverpool, we lost against Arsenal. Do you plan on doing any special content for the Treble documentary on Netflix? I hadn't planned on doing any, to be fair, Jason. Alvarez trying to whip it is... oh, it's going out of play, has it? I was probably going to just watch it with my mum. If you've got any suggestions, let me know. Do you mean like in terms of like watching it at the same time as you guys or something? So we can react to it together or something. Wouldn't mind doing that. That might be fun. Musty, you're saying that, but we scored from a direct corner. They checked for a penalty, apparently. Okay, interesting. I don't know. I'm just asking. Someone asked if I was doing content, so I can't think of what I would do, to be fair, outside of like reacting to it or watching it with you guys. Michael says it's going to be a goal to Haaland. Is that a Bordeaux badge? I'm guessing they're your club, Michael or Mikhail. Is that who that is, Mikhail? I even watched the game. Yes, I am, Joe. It's on my screen. It's on my screen now. There's just not much to talk about because we are so dominant, and this can now be a very chilled out stream. That's good to know, Toby. Anyway. Yeah, where is Lewis playing? No, yeah, Lewis is just sort of holding the width, which is very interesting. So we have gone like back to the 2-3-5 sort of shape with the fullbacks being pushed very high and wide. Yeah, and Gvardiol is on the left. How interesting. Alvarez not able to get on the end of that. I guess you can do whatever you want. Again, no offense. Against Copenhagen when you're already leading by 2. You can basically do whatever you want. It doesn't really matter because they're not going to actually cause us any true concern. That is brilliant by Gvardiol. I thought he overran it, but he's actually managed to play a perfect ball to Oscar. Oh, the twinkle toes. Oh, it just doesn't get the pass right, but that was lovely. And Copenhagen just give it away. Beautiful. Get Sergio Gomez on, says Jack. What I don't want in this game is just anyone to pick up any unnecessary yellows. Like there, I thought Lewis was going to go in and pop off. Bob is sourcing. Bob is doing great. And here is the ball into Bob. Oh, he's trying all the tricks today. Tried to cut inside, wasn't quite able to do it. Rodri, is he going to clip it back post? No, he finds Rico instead. The right wing back. Lovely ball into Oscar. Oh, he tried the reverse pass. Nunes didn't quite read it and Copenhagen will clear. Oh, no, it wasn't a penalty, Scorpio. They were checking for a penalty to City, but it wasn't given. What's my favourite City kit? Probably 11-12 home kit is probably my favourite. Not only because of what it represents, but also just because like, aesthetically, it's a very nice kit. Umbro sponsor, the little blue checker things in the collar, the nice little sound waves at the bottom. It's just clean and really lovely. Should I go to lunch detention? Why would you willingly go to detention? I don't think he's got any English in him, does he, John? Isn't he just Norwegian? I don't know though. But you won't. He's already played senior games for Norway, so that's not going to happen, sadly. Haaland goal. I'd love that. I don't understand the rules for pens because I feel like we should have 2 pens a game. They just need to be hard. They just need to be sterner on it in terms like if there's any holding, which would constitute a foul anywhere else on the pitch, then it should surely also be a foul in the penalty area. Like even if it's from a corner or not. And people, it's the worst argument ever where people go, oh, but then you'll see 5 corners, you'll see 5 penalties a game. Well, you won't if the players stop doing it, and they will stop doing it if they get punished. So, you know, it's not really an issue for me. Hello, Crazy Viking, how you doing? Bob will continue on for Norway. Luckily, I'd love to have him for England, Viking. I like your profile picture. I don't want to go because they take your phone away. Oh, do you have to go then? Have you been a naughty boy, Scorpio? How many city players do we have out on loan? I have no idea. I know that McAtee's out on loan. I know that Peroni's out on loan. In terms of like players who are like in and around or near the first team, I don't think there's that many others. I don't think anyway. We trade footage from... Okay, let's not go too far. Let's not go too far. I do love Oscar Bob. Savio. Well, Savio's not yet a City player, is he? We haven't technically bought him yet. It's just all confirmed and such. I don't think we've actually bought him yet. I don't know what the rules are on that. Does anyone know how much we're paying for him? That would be interesting. That'd be a goal kick. He's already playing senior games for Norway. Bob for Mount or Rashford is fair. Yeah, we'll give you Marcus Rashford and you can have Oscar Bob. How about that? How about them apples, yeah? That's a fair trade. That is a fair trade. Kova just pops it in the air like he just doesn't care. Let's get the ball to Erling, guys. Let's get his goals up. Let's stat pad. Let's stat pad in the Champions League knockouts. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, I'll throw in Mount. I'll throw in Calvin Phillips as well if you want. Jordan Henderson, you can have him. You can have all of them. Okay, no, you can't have Saka. I do want Saka. I'm afraid. Kai. No, we can have Mainu in the England setup. I don't mind that. I just don't want Rashford. Oh, you can have Maguire as well. Sadly, the time for Tomori's done. He didn't crack on as he should have done. I'll tell you who should be I'll tell you who I'm going to push now, though, guys. Branthwaite. What foot is Branthwaite, guys? What's his stronger foot? You'll know why I'm going to push him. Also, he's just very good. No, they can't have Shaw. We want to keep Shaw because we don't have many left backs. So we do need Luke Shaw. In terms of play style, which previous players would you compare Oscar Bob to? You know, I can think of as Coutinho. I like that comparison, to be fair. We haven't yet seen like a powerful long shot from him in the same way that Coutinho could operate. But in terms of like being tidy and tight and like really quick with your feet, that's not a bad shout. It's a tricky one. In terms of City players, I can't think of like any, to be honest. He's not really like any of them, which is exciting. Joe, sometimes I'll talk about the game. Sometimes I will talk to you guys. Oh, that's a lovely goal by Copenhagen, which is a bit upsetting that we've conceded again. Can we stop conceding goals, guys? It was a lovely, it was really nice and interchanged on the edge of City's box. Goodness me. Yes, it's 2-1 to the City. That's annoying. It was a very pretty goal. What did they do? So, I mean, obviously City players are very high up the pitch. You've got no midfield. Oh dear, he's running. Does anyone want to stop him? He's definitely through. It's a lovely back heel back to him. And yeah, we just had no midfield there on the counter. Can't be simple, can it's a 7 letters. Yeah, I mean, this, you know, I don't expect us to play like this at all at Anfield, for example. We are incredibly open, and we will only play like this against lesser sides when it's not really important, I think. Because, yeah, we literally had no midfield there. It's still annoying, and it doesn't matter, or hopefully it shouldn't matter, but it is still annoying. You can have the goal scorer instead of Bob. Why are we allowing Copenhagen to come on to us, guys? Come on, let's dominate these clowns. If Elneny could have done that for Southampton, we'd have been sound. Oh yeah, of course, he played for Southampton. Hello, Faris. I'll even say if other than pressing charges against us, Herm saying we use oil money, I hope we won't be kicked out. I don't think so, Faris. If you want to know more about it, after this stream, go watch my YouTube video, which summarizes the charges and delves into the likelihood of the conclusion. Sending Rodri off and Haaland to rainbow the keeper. Yeah, I mean... Excuse me. I mean, if we bottle a 4-goal aggregate lead, that would be impressive. That would be very impressive. I don't see it happening. Can we score again, says Musty? I'd like that a lot.
Bless you.
Thank you, Musty. We're losing 5-2. Jack, calm down. Chill out, mate. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's chill. Copenhagen. No, Kanto, don't worry, mate. They won't. It's fine. Will it into existence. If you believe something will happen, it will happen. Therefore, don't believe that they'll come back into it. They might come back into it on the night, but in terms of aggregate, we aren't going to lose by 2 goals at home. We don't lose at home in the Champions League, never mind by more than 1 goal. When was the last time we lost by more than 1 goal at home? That must have been like Barcelona under Pellegrini. I think that's probably the last time that happened. Kai, I bet you do, because you're a United fan, mate. Of course you want them to come back. Of course you do. Right. Copenhagen coming more back into the game. Lewis has got some defending to do. Can he do it? He can. Good work, Rico. They're lining up a long shot. Diaz blocks it. Copenhagen still probing. Diaz header out. And now City can clear it with Oscar Bob. Oh no, Bob just plays it straight to a Copenhagen player. That's a bit upsetting. City giving rival fans hope just to take it away. The absolute teases. The absolute teasers that City are. Give you hope only for it to be snatched away. Fantastic to see Foden rested today, by the way. Copenhagen offside. Because he's played so much football this season. He's played so many minutes. Respect Oscar, Kai. So it's good to see him getting a rest because he needs it. Give me United on a free? No. Definitely not. There's only one United player I'm interested in, and that is Mainu. Outside of that, I've got no interest in any of your players, quite frankly. Sorry to disappoint. I'd take Copy Mainu in the England squad. Definitely. This commentator isn't the biggest City fan. He was popping off there going, Bale say anything for hour 2. Yeah, well, that's because there's no jeopardy if City score. Looks like Copenhagen have realised this is the Champions League. Yeah, they've come out a little bit more since the goal, which is good. They do need to score, what is that, 3 more. UFC 299 predictions. I have no idea who is fighting. If you tell me the main fight, I might be able to help. I'm happy Phones to have a quality player. Yeah, exactly. The stuff. He's now graduated to that. He's now graduated to, oh wow, I need to rest my key players. Phone's my key player. Rest him. Can't watch some McDonald's League football. Yeah, is that true? League is going to be called the McDonald's League or something ridiculous. What's that all about? Haaland to Alvarez. Alvarez. It's good defending. Sabres leaves prediction. Shut up. Sabres are gonna. I don't know what's a good score in ice hockey. 5-4. Is that too low scoring? I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Phone's proving to be very reliable. 100%. For me, he's been our best player, mate, and one of the best overall in the league. I agree. Ideally, Rodri would get some rest if he needs it. How many players do we have out? I don't know, Joe. I don't know, mate. I've never heard... Jack, give me some names that I know. I don't know any of those people. 5-4 is a normal prediction. Oh, there you go. That's a good guess. That's a good guess from me. I have no idea about ice hockey scores, but there we go. I'm a natural, clearly. Get me into the analysis team. Nunes off the right. That tells me that it's definitely 100% not going to be Nunes on the left. Tommy Doyle, I'm not going to lie, I forgot about Tommy. Yes, he's on loan at Wolves. It might be me, but we've also got Howard Bellis on. Southampton, I've just remembered that. Vera Kai. I don't know who they are. The first one, Jack, the first one is winning. Most memorable performance of any player versus City ever. What, like an opposition player, John? I'm not going to watch it, Musty. Again, they've worked the ball into our box. Come on, Lewis. Sort them out. Get tight. He has done, to be fair to him. Probably, I always liked... Oh, there you go, Bob's father. I always enjoyed Lewandowski's performance against us when we beat them 3-2. I thought he was very good that day. I think he's probably up there. I did not watch the Super Bowl, mate, no. Messi in 2015. It was all right. I was a little bit disappointed in MSN when they came to the Etihad, I can't lie. I was expecting a lot more. I think, was it the first half in particular? I was like, these guys are only playing all right. Like, what's going on? Obviously, they still won. I think that was the game Clichy got red carded, though, if memory serves. I was in the stadium that day. I was very annoyed. The first name, Jack. The average game is like a little over 6 total goals a game. Well, there you go. 5-4. Boom. I'm like, Travis. I don't know what that means, Scorpio. Oh, yeah, the nutmeg was hype. In those games, only one player looked really comfortable on the pitch, and that was David Silva. Everyone else looked like they didn't know what was going on, to be honest. David Silva was the only one who's like looked comfortable. And he was like, yeah, I can play at this tempo, whatever. He definitely would have thrived in that Barca team. Like, he definitely would have been... It's a shame. I guess it's a shame for David Silva, because had he been in that Barca team, I'm convinced that he'd be revered much more so than he is. He definitely could have mixed. He definitely could have mixed it up with those lot, with that lot. That's a different. That's PG Musty pre-Gundo. I'm thinking of the 2 games under Pellegrini. Yes, I can, Jack. No, Imaginary Squad depth, definitely not. The second one, Jack. Because that's a fun name. Worst player under Pep? Probably Cal. What, that Pep signed? Probably Calvin Phillips, to be honest. I'm not a real Swiftie. I don't enjoy Taylor Swift's music. Nah, because we actually won that game. I'm talking about like when it was Messi, Suarez, Neymar, and like when Barca won the Champions League that year. Actually, it's got to be Phillips, hasn't it? It's either Phillips or Nolito, or Bravo technically, I guess. But with Bravo, I'm a little bit I'm more forgiving of Bravo in the sense of he was clearly an idea. He was he was a proof of concept before Edison. So I don't really have an issue with him. Pep didn't sign Joe Hart, Joe. Doku losing balls like Poole. Doku will come good, don't worry, it's his first season. I'm convinced he'll come good. He did very, and considering his age and experience, he has done very good. He just needs to be used more appropriately. Yeah, Nolito's got to be up there as well. Like, bro did nothing in his second half of the season. Yeah, Joe was sadly a keeper from a bygone age. Yeah, that's a good point, Jason. Yeah, Jack Grealish is what Pep wanted Nolito to be. That was such a weird sign, because I remember watching like Spain before in the summer and watching him. I was like, why have we signed this guy? He looks a bit shit. And lo and behold, he sort of was. It's a nice ball into Haaland. Tries to play it through to Alvarez. Oh, he tried to get his shot off. Copenhagen clear. But who's Bravo play for? Does he play in like the Chilean league or something? In lovely rotations by City. Well, he plays for Betis. Well, that's actually quite a good team. The two A's, the double ace goal scorers tonight, by the way, guys. Akanji and Alvarez. Point said it was a maritime before Arsenal won the league, but it was Michael Owen. Hey, they've got a very good chance. They've hit form at the right time, Toby. It could absolutely happen. If it's a draw on Sunday, Arsenal go top as well. Let's not forget. Let us not forget. I think that's right anyway. It's a goal difference, isn't it? That's a thing, I believe. It is a beautiful thing. I enjoy watching the stuff. It's not for a lot of people's cup of tea. I think that's mainly because they don't want City to win, so therefore watching City have the ball isn't entertaining. But from an objective standpoint, it's good. A good Kev says Haaland's been a ghost tonight. We just haven't really found him, to be fair. But that's the thing with Haaland. He can be a ghost in a game, but then he just pops off. That's a lot of names for Betis. Didn't realise they were that stacked. Copenhagen have found some space down our right. Akanji's got some work to do here. Ball comes in and good tracking back by Alvarez. He's going to get out to his man. And he's offside again. If Tim never got injured and Saka never dyed his hair, we'd be top. The Saka correlation's interesting. Yeah, but they're good names, Musty. Toby, do you think it's fair to say that your three best players this season have been Rice, Saliba, Gabriel? Not necessarily in that order. But would you say it's fair to say they've been your three best players this season so far? I don't know what I'd do if we have to give Arsenal Guard of Honour. That's going to be such an interesting game, because isn't that your last home game as well against Arsenal? Least favourite City player of all time. I mean, there's so many from back in the day who were just crap. I never liked Danny Mills. I thought he was a bit of a dickhead. I guess Joey Barton in hindsight is probably a good shout. With the stuff, can't chill. Zinchenko was hot and cold. Yeah, mainly cold. Mainly lukewarm. Which city am I from? I'm from Manchester, Faraz. Fernando wasn't bad. He wasn't as bad as Javi Garcia, let's put it that way. Fernando was like sort of like a 6 out of 10 basically every single game. He was a bit of a nothing player. Don't really know why we ever signed him. Jack Rodwell, he was a bit crap, wasn't he? He didn't really play enough, so I don't know if it's fair to have a go at him. I think so. Yeah, I think that's fair to say so. Basically, the reason why, because I was on like a show earlier in the week, and I was asked what's like your top 10 players from this season. And I didn't have Saka in there. And Arsenal fans went mental at me in the chat. And I was like... Someone has been banned. Goodness be, good work there. Why was he banned? Let me know. Oh, because he was asking for a link. Okay, yeah, that's fair. I'm sure if you do /ban in the chat, I'm sure it gives you the option to put in a reason. I'm sure. Yeah, so I did like a top 10, and as I say, they popped off at me, and I was like, I don't think, and I said, I don't even think he's been your second or third best player. And again, they popped off at that. Well, it was that. Well, I think I had those three. I had Foden, I had Rodri, I had Alisson, I had Van Dijk. Oh, it's cleared off the line by Copenhagen. I had Salah. That's 8, which I think are non-negotiables. Who else did I have? I think I had Watkins. So that's 9. Again, I don't think that's a negotiable. And who else did I have? Can't remember. But it wasn't Saka. It was it was someone along those lines. It was definitely reasonable. And as I say, they popped off. And again, I said, I don't even think he's been your third best player, guys. So why would I put him in the top 10? Wilfred Boney, oh god, yeah. I've tried to erase him from my memory, to be honest. That was a bizarre signing. He wasn't even cheap. He was expensive. I don't know why. Because we had Ian Atcher at the time, and he was a much better player. It's like, why have we bought Boney? He's shit. Was Adam Johnson good at the football? He was very good, to be fair. Well, whether he should be in there or not, Toby, I think most people, myself included, would have Salah over Saka, based on this season. But yeah, Adam Johnson was actually good in the 11-12 season, especially. He was very good, and he wasn't. See what? And I had such a big gripe. He wasn't selected for the England squad, but Stuart Downing was. I was like, how? Why? Downing's shit. Johnson's actually quite good. Was Boney the Dzeka replacement? Well, they were both for the club at the same time, so I don't think so. Look at little Phil, what a cutie. Yeah, Mangala was very expensive, goodness me. Downing was not class. This season, definitely. Last season, Saka was better, but this season, I mean, Saka was bad in like the first 3 or 4 months of the season. I think that's what a lot of those people also forgot, was that he was objectively bad at the start of the season for the first few months. And it's like, he's been good recently, but the question was across the whole season. Has Foden not have a chance? He doesn't. He should. I guess it's the he's one of our own, Phil Foden. Which is a bit shit. He does need a specific chance. I just don't know what you do. Did Pep rate Yaya? I'm sure he did at Barca, but Yaya was washed by the time Pep came to City. Yaya was washed in Pellegrini's last season. Phil Foden, whoa. Phil Foden, whoa. Haaland cuts inside, and it's a goal. I think it took a big deflection, but it was a lovely little cut-in from Haaland, and that makes it 3-1 on the stroke of half-time. Brilliant. I think it took a deflection, but hopefully it still counts as his goal. And if that does count as his goal, then that means that he's got, well, as many games as goals in the Champions League, and it means he's got 14 goals in 15 games in the knockouts of the Champions League, which is crazy. Excuse me. Let's take a look at this. He takes it. So he's surrounded by 2 defenders here, able to get out of his feet. No deflection either. Wow, that is just a beautiful goal. Oh no, never mind. Slight deflection.
Adam Wharton will win the World Cup with England.
Tiny deflection off the inner leg of the Copenhagen player, but who cares? Gorgeous. Probably would have gone in anyway. Beautiful. That's a perfect way to end the half. Really good work by Haaland creating that chance for himself. If you're looking at output, Saka's like 4 contributions behind. No, it's good output, Toby. I don't deny he's got a lot of GA. As you guys know, I'm not. And that was the argument for those people in the chat. And I was like, right, who's better last season than Salah or Saka? We all know the answer was Saka. We all know the answer. By a fair margin, he was a lot better than Salah last season. But I'm sure Salah had, like, however much goals or assists. He's just flagging someone. What a boy. No deflection. Yeah, I think there's maybe a slight one. What is this? World Cup glory indeed.
Adam Wharton, Mainu and Alex Scott taking England to World Cup glory.
I'd also take out Rodri. Speaking of Rodri, that's from Rodrigo. I would agree. Soho Hamilton, right, let's go. Bring him on. I don't think he'll do that until like the 70th minute or something. Wasn't Demichelis? Demichelis was good for a season. He was good in the 13-14 season. And that was basically that, to be fair. He was already old when he joined us. Like, it was about 87 when he joined us. But he was fine and steady in that season. And Pellegrini preferred him to Lescott that year. That compelled Lescott to leave the club, really. But then, thereafter, not really much. I guess that means you just like him. We haven't seen that kind of Holland goal in a while. I've been a bit concerned about Holland's lack of composure and clean strikes, but that was beautiful. Yes, it was perfect. That's exactly what we need. Good performance from City. Stupid goal to concede on the counter. I put that more down to the fact that we're just playing a ridiculously aggressive system, which we are not going to see at Anfield, obviously. And I'm perfectly happy with the performance. Obviously, I'm happy with the result so far. My 3-1 is on. It's currently 3-1. So, was my full-time prediction actually just a half-time prediction? Alex got clear of Bellingham. Okay. David Kale's coming back to the Prem. What, as a manager? Isn't he managing someone? Isn't he doing quite good as a manager or something? Didn't he win a league title with River Plate or someone? I've been, just on Jude, I've been like, I always and ah and go back and forth with my England team. I've been trying so hard to think of a way that I can get Trent into the starting 11. But I don't think there's a way for the team I want to do. Because the only way that he could get into the team is if he played at right centre-back. And I guess that could work. It's just not ideal. That's with the ball, by the way. Without it, he'll be a right back. I just don't know whether that's worth it, to be fair. I'm having thoughts. As an England fan, I have these thoughts. Are you watching the midfield game? Bellingham putting in a Bruno shift. Does that mean he's putting in a stinker, Kai? Is that what that means? Will I get jumped if I say I don't really like Trent? Tell me more, Scorpio. Did he haul an XG for his miss against United? It must have been like 0.75 or something insane, because it was like the most tap-in of tap-ins. England's the strongest team in the world right now. Formation might be a tad weird. But still, we could easily make a team which is better than anyone in world football. I'm very convinced of that. But certainly in Europe, and probably by extension the world. Definitely. There is a very good team there. Sadly, we've managed by 0.89. 0.89 is crazy. So he was more likely to score that than a penalty. I have no idea. I still, to this day, thankfully got a goal. It didn't matter, but goodness me. Imagine if Haaland chose England. You're still going to smack me France. If England's best 11 is better than France's, I'm convinced of that, in terms of the players we have. But sadly, we are managed by Gareth Southgate. Saudi Arabia will beat England. Just look at what they did to the world champions, says I am Guardiola. Ashfield's Plymouth said to have to be the next Chris Samba. Samba's the boy, you know. Samba is the boy. Yeah, just on, if anyone, I'd like to hit, just because I mentioned it. If anyone is like making an England team, would you be starting Trent? If so, where is the main issue? Like, if we have the ball, where are you playing? Where are you starting him? Where are you starting him? I don't know if I'm going to do a phone in just for this one, Kante, because like, I mean, I doubt you're even watching the game. To be fair, I don't really have much to say. XG isn't perfect. Ake at 0.81 on a ball he really couldn't touch. Yeah, it depends on the models, doesn't it? It depends on the XG model. KB could play for England. Is that true? If that's true, I'd be so upset. I'd be so upset. Yeah, I just don't think that I could fit Trent in without sacrificing other players. Which I don't think it'll be worth doing. Callum Britton's better. Brilliant. I don't like his character. Reminds me a bit of Vinny from Real. Interesting. I don't know anything about his character, to be fair. I just don't know whether his attributes are what we necessarily need, given all the other players we have. I don't think he wouldn't play the same role for England as he does for Liverpool, for example, because he's their main playmaker. But we don't need that. At City for England. Must I don't think Trent makes a starting 11. I know it's why can't we keep clean sheets? Well, for this game, Pops, to be fair, we are playing a very aggressive formation and we just got caught out. So I wouldn't worry about it too much in terms of this game. Trent is the 6. That is asking for trouble, John. Let's ask him for trouble. If he doesn't, he's a fraud, Scorpio. I don't think he will. I don't think he will, because this manager is a bizarre little man, where he claims that he doesn't play Foden in midfield because Pep doesn't play there. Well, that didn't stop him playing Trent in midfield. And secondly, Pep has played him in midfield. So I don't really know what his brain is telling him there. I swear, if I see Henderson anywhere near that starting 11. We've got a lot of... Hello, HB. We've a lot of creativity in the England squad. No need for Trent. Yeah, and that's sort of what I'm getting at. I don't think he's needed. I don't think we need that. I don't think that...
I want to know, how did England tie against the USA in the Dub C? I never got to watch the game.
Scorpio, go watch the highlights. Go watch Robert Green spilling the shots. Like, he's got... With the most poppadom wrist. Like, it's the tamest of shots coming at him. Robert Green goes to, like, just, like, stop it and pick it up. It spins out of his hands. It goes in the back of the net. That's how we conceded. And that's how we weren't able to win that game. It was so stupid, man. Robert Green, what a fraud. I just think it's so important to get Foden and Jude in together in the middle. Don't see a team that fits that. Right, there is a team that fits it, the stuff. Just play how City play. Do a box midfield. With a 3-2 build-up, you can easily get Foden and Bellingham into the same midfield. If you don't want to do that, for whatever reason, I don't know why you wouldn't, just set up how we did at the World Cup, but instead of having Mason Mount in there, just have Foden. Easy. There are many ways in which it can be done. It's not this massive issue that people say, how can we get them both into midfield? It's never going to happen. It can't happen. It's incredibly easy to get them both into midfield. Is this the least amount of clean sheets kept under Pep? This season, probably the first season didn't have as many. What's this guy? Gahey. Yeah, let's get Branthwaite in. And we can maybe have a deal. Oh yeah, Branthwaite instead of Gahey. Right, Mainu's. I don't want Mainu's not ready. Wait, where is little Phil, Kai? Where is little Phil? Oh, sorry, a team specifically with Trent in it. Oh no, yes, I agree with the stuff. It wouldn't really work unless you don't play Foden in the middle, and that's a silly thing to do, in my opinion. We're giving teams a blueprint of how they can score against us as pops. Again, I don't see us playing like this regularly, though. As I say, this is a very vibey attacking performance. Is Trent better on the ball than Rice? He is, but it's not necessarily about that. It's more about, like, the defensive. Rice must start. Like, he has to start. He's their only proper defensive midfielder. Because Phillips is not a thing. They can easily play together, 100%. If Phillips plays, I'll be so angry because he's been crap. Yes, we are streaming the Anfield game, Scorpio. Yes. There will be a watch-along for the Liverpool game. It won't be Adrian, I'm Guardiola. It will be Kelleher because Alisson is out. Speaking of Trent, he's also out. But the Salah one's interesting because he's apparently back in training. Is that going to be enough time to get fully fit? I don't know. Will he play against Prague on Thursday? Get some minutes for sharpness? That'll be an interesting one. This is the time for the prime Foden, and indeed he is certainly doing that. Thoughts on the Prem title being in Tottenham's hands? Oh, because they play all three teams. That is really funny. Oh, United as well, to be fair. They both play Arsenal and Liverpool. They've played us. They gave us 3 points. Thank you. But they also play Liverpool at Old Trafford and Arsenal at Old Trafford. I know we joke about United, but there might be a genuine conversation there for that. Midfield in reality would be Henderson for winning a throw-in. Phillips, and then hold us, can you imagine? Jason says, take your City hat off. Who's closest centre-half being able to do the John Stones role, Gvardiol or White? I think Gvardiol for me is a lot better on the ball, Jason. So I would put, like, in terms of his touch, like, this guy can play left wing with no issues. I think for me it would be Yoshko. Yeah, all three in a row is crazy. What's the order of that? I don't think he's injured, Guardiola. I think that might just be a vicious rumour. Yeah, no thinking at Anfield. I agree. Can you, Scorpio? Have the faith. Have the faith. You never know. It's at Old Trafford. And United will have their players back from injury then. So Martinez and Shaw, Hoyland should be back. And United will know that, because, you know, they don't like Arsenal, obviously. So the fans will be desperate to get a result. So you never know. Stranger things have happened. And again, it's the last game at Old Trafford, so Ten Hag will want to play well. You're worried about Pool away or Arsenal home. It's got to be Liverpool away because it's at Anfield at the end of the day. If they're both at home, then I'd say Arsenal. But it's even with their players, Anfield is Anfield. And even though, like, you know, the atmosphere can be questioned when it comes to lesser games, in the bigger games, it obviously pops off. So, yeah, it's going to be a very tricky ask, especially considering the context of we probably need to win. And I don't know how likely that is. Oh, it's annoying that we play them first. I'd have liked to have been at the end of that run. What is this team, Kante? Trent at left back? I don't think so. No. No. Rodrigo says, I've always thought Trent was a right-sided midfielder winger and a right-back, a player much better going forwards. And yeah, he can be accommodated in certain setups, but in order to accommodate him properly, you'd have to take other players out of their better positions. I don't really know if that's optimal. I don't think it is. So I don't think it's a thing. People want to... You could say, oh, why doesn't he just invert into midfield? A double pivot of Trent and Rice in midfield would be terrible. There is no ball receiving in that midfield too. You need John Stones there, in my opinion. Very bad. We've won there like once in 20 years, Joe. English media don't help English players focus on high-level continuity. They do often like to slander our players, to be fair. It doesn't really help. Is this an England waffle sesh? I mean, there's not really much to talk about the game, to be fair. I enjoy talking about England. It's good. Oh, Pepsi... Oh, my God. I'm sponsored by the Champions League because this was just being advertised. Crazy. Craziness. Nobbins on the next Pepsi Max cans. You heard it here first. Why is it so bad? Just is. Just is. It's one of those grounds where we've never succeeded. We've never got good results there. Still 0-0 in the Leipzig game. Can they get something? Question mark. Probably not. Albania. No. Yeah, that was the last time, and there was the context of there being no fans. Sure, I don't know who that is, Kai. Some lady got a big-ass box of Pepsi cans. They are delicious. Zabaleta Masterclass. Oh, yeah, you said... I mean, have Albania qualified, must he? Yeah, sadly, Maguire will start. Oh, Sergio Gomez is coming on, guys. For Rodri. Big. Good. Rodri gets a whole half of rest. Beautiful stuff. Sergio Gomez brought on. Be interesting to see where he plays. They have qualified. Interesting. Oh, he's the assistant. Oh, I thought he was just the manager. Yeah, we've got Gomez on, guys. I think Pep said he'd only want to manage Brazil or Spain. I think. I'm sorry, Kai, but I can't ban him for preaching the truth. You get me? There we go. $271 goals on our bench, apparently. Cool. Yeah, he's not wrong, I'm afraid. Right, second half. It's currently 6-2 on the Ag. As we give away the ball on the edge of our box immediately. Kovacic gets back. Good work. I don't know what happened there. Let's chill out and calm down. We don't want to give away any silly goals. I still want to win the game at the end of the day. Hello, EMMC. What to do with one shot, one goal problem? Well, the main solution is to stop dangerous counterattacks. Which I mean, this formation isn't the best for that because it's very aggressive, so we are going to concede them. The reward is that you get to score a lot of goals, obviously. Don't worry, I don't expect us to be this mental at Anfield. I expect us to be much more conservative, compact, controlled, triple C. Why is that good, Kante? Oh, are they playing Preston or something? The UEFA Super Cup is between the winner of the Champions League and Europa. That's correct, Scorpio, yes. So we played Sevilla because they won the Europa. Who do you want after Pep? Ange, De Zerbi, who? It's a very good question. I'd still want Arteta. I don't think that'll ever happen, but I would. I was banging this drum when he was shit. I'd like Arteta. I don't think it'll ever happen. I would take. I like Graham Potter. You guys all know I love Graham Potter. Don't be dissuaded by what you saw at Chelsea. That's a Chelsea problem. I wouldn't mind Ange or De Zerbi, genuinely. I like both of them as managers. I like the way they play football. We must not go for Zidane. That would be terrible, beyond belief. And the elite manager market isn't... Oh, Inzaghi is potential Inter manager. He plays very pretty football. Would he want to come to England? Not sure. We could get another Italian manager. But those are some names I would be interested in. I wouldn't be interested in Zidane. I wouldn't be interested in Ancelotti. Yeah, those are the main boys. Right, what happened here? So, did Ederson do a silly? What did he do? Yeah, Ederson did a silly. Another one against Copenhagen. Stop that, mate. I'm sorry. I do like Arteta. I'm sorry, mate. I know he manages Arsenal, so I don't think it'll happen. But I would like him in the future. I don't know if I answered this already, but Brazil or Spain, I think. Who do you want, mate? I'm a coach. I wish if I could, like Guardiola, please help me with the John Stones role, says Leslie. Just go free flowing. Shaw, Branthwaite, Stones, James back 4. With Stones helping out Rice in midfield. Rice as 6th would be good. So James is massively injury prone, so I think you've got to play Walker there, to be fair. Because James is... You can't really rely on Reece James. Guy. A lone 6 role for Kova. Yeah, and again, like, we're not going to... They're not going to really cause us that many issues. They are, at the end of the day... only Copenhagen. I think a great pass like Trent doesn't get into this England team, but Maguire and Shaw are starters. So many imbalances in the team, says... John, I just don't think that Trent's the right profile. Luke Shaw's a good player, by the way, so Luke Shaw's fine. Maguire shouldn't be starting, though, now. Yeah, it looks like Gomez has gone out wide. Yeah, that was crazy, man. That was absolutely crazy. Toby, give him to me in like 5 years' time. No, you can see the score, mate. It's 3-1. Bodø Glimt, they're my Norwegian teammate. Haaland on the turn, it's blocked. Are you a Bodø Glimt fan? Let me know, because I've got a Bodø Glimt shirt. They're my team, my Norwegian team. And she also won't be getting the Brazil job when the case. Oh yeah, I've seen that. Has he been doing some naughty tax situations? Naughty boy. Yeah, genuinely, Reece James might have to hold that. Hello, Danny. He says company. Don't know what that's in reference to. Maguire, less of that. Thorsten Havertz. As long as he's not in midfield, good player. Oh, it's Bodø Glimt North. Or middle, I don't know. Now, we need to keep Ederson for as long as possible, mate. He's vital. He's vital. Because they're my Norwegian team, Musty, that's why. What it's like to have good owners. I was one, and then he took over. It's lovely, I can't lie. It is lovely to be a good team and to be well structured. I was a City fan when we didn't have good owners and when we were crap. And I can promise you it's much better being a have than a have-not in that respect. It must be said. Alonso, if he's available, could be interesting, the stuff, yeah. He seems destined to go to Liverpool, though, so I doubt that. I doubt that. I've no idea, Scorpio. I don't... Yes, Spanish tax law seems to be very... It seems to be very high profile in terms of all the people who get done for it. It can't all be intentional, surely. I feel like it must be complicated. Because like Messi got done for it. I think Ronaldo got done for it. Ancelotti now. Seems like Shakira, lots of people have been done for it. Surely it's not all intentional. Surely there's some errors going on. Rather than all being dishonest. So musty. Yeah, that makes me laugh. People are like, oh, it would be boring if the wins didn't mean anything. But the fact of the matter is that the Premier League has been ridiculously top level and competitive over the past like 7 years. If it was more like the sort of like, you know, you win the league by 50 points every single season and it's like there's no competition at all, then it'll be a different conversation. But the fact is the level of the Premier League is very high and it is very competitive. So it's interesting. Alvarez, twinkle toes. Oh, then gives it away. What a shame. And these are the moments where this formation will get torn apart. Nunes has got to get back, but we don't want to foul. We don't need any silly yellows. We've already won. Love that from you, Nan. My Spanish team is Bilbao Athletic Club. They're my boys. Nico Williams. Please come, babe. Please come to City. If Alonso coached Liverpool, they'll change song to You Never Walk Alone. I'll walk with you. Brilliant. Chris Viking, thank you so much for following, mate. Which Norwegian team do you support, mate? Yeah, exactly, Musty. The formation doesn't make any sense. It's mainly just vibes, isn't it? I don't have a championship club. It's mainly just vibes. My Hungarian team, I've forgotten. I definitely have one. But I can't recall who they are. Would I work for the BBC? Why not? Company's badly exposed. He's brought every francophone shit players from Europe. They should stick with him because why wouldn't you stick with him? Because he got your record points total in the championship season. It makes sense to just stick with him because he's probably going to get you promoted again. Wait, I've used who on that? How much of Nico Williams have you actually watched? A lot, Jack. I've watched Bilbao. And I'm telling you, he would be perfect for us. None. Okay, fair enough. Who do you support then, mate? Yeah, hold that, Musty. Hold that. Madrid are playing awful tonight. They're not that good. That's the annoying thing. They aren't actually that good. I think that Real Madrid are very, very fortunate that their only competition in La Liga this season has been an out-of-sorts Barcelona who don't know what they're doing, and Girona, who are Girona. No offense to them, but there's no way they should be as high up the table as they are. There was no world in which they were really going to be able to properly challenge. So they're going to win the league by default. And Atletico Madrid is just a weird one. Teams do sack managers too fast. I agree. Gasky and LNobbins kiss. Well, we're going to have to delay the Knobcast for a bit because Gasky's like moving. He's moving from an apartment to a house or an apartment to another apartment. So he's not going to be available for a minute. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Sergio Gomez takes a shot and is blocked. What a shame. I don't have a German French McDonald's team. My French team is Nice. My German is Dortmund. A Brazilian team, yes. Fluminense. I've got a Fluminense shirt. How you doing, Paolo? Madrid outplayed by Leipzig. 1-L for them. So close to a Sergio rocket. Yeah, if you name a nation in Europe, you know, which is, you know, as long as like San Marino, I've probably got a team for it that I want a shirt of eventually. The limbs of Gomez scores would be immaculate. They absolutely would. He keeps lining up these bangers. Maybe one of them will go in. Yeah. Okay, guys, you're naming teams who are too far down the divisions. I don't have one of those. I do have a Croatian team. It's the one that's got like it's got a gorgeous kit. It's like what they call it? I think it's the main one. Is it Dinamo Zagreb? I think. Is that the one? Con Sergio says okayness. Yeah, hopefully. Feyenoord are my Dutch team. Oh, is it Hajduk Split? Yes, that's the one. Thank you, Musty. Hajduk Split, that's the one. No, I genuinely looked at Liechtenstein to see if there were any clubs, but I couldn't even get like a proper readout of like what kits they had, so I couldn't even decide. Czech. Who's my Czech team? Let's have a look. I can't. I've got some written down. Right. Can I find it? Right. Östersunds, my Swedish team. Poznan. Austria Vienna. Newell's Old Boys, they're my Argentinian team. Dinamo Bucharest. Karabakh. Astana. Slovan Bratislava. Maribor. Sheriff Tiraspol. Inter Turku, I don't know who they are. And Penarol. I don't know who they are either. But those are the names I've got written down. Loko Plovdiv. Struga. Dino Kiev. New York City. Victoria Pulsen. Konyaspor. Frank Varos. Zeljo. Grasshoppers. Red Star. Anderlecht. Panathinaikos. Feyenoord. Kaiser Chiefs. Apoel. Hajduk Split. Club America. Cerezo Osaka are my teams of choice. Yeah, big up Struga, big them up. New York City, my MLS team, because of the city connection. Nick Williams are good to Chelsea, like I said. Is that the one? Yeah. I can't believe he came out with that. When footballers cry poverty, it's so funny. Östersund's hotel is very nice. Outside pool of a great view. How do you know that? Have you been? Are you going to win? Rooney coming to Racing Valley for the inevitable transfer. Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't start against us, to be fair. Sergio Gomez, cross in. It's a lovely cross, but there's no one there. Bellingham playing stinky. Shock, shock, horror, horror. Does anyone here watch La Liga / Real Madrid in La Liga on a semi-regular basis? If so, can you let me know? Has Bellingham been better in La Liga or the Champions League, or has it been similar levels of performance? Please let me know. Because I've watched Bellingham in the Champions League. Outside of the first few games, I've not seen Bellingham in La Liga. If anyone can let me know. If you have, and if so, do you think he's been performing better in Champions League, La Liga, or is it at a similar-ish level? You're damn right I did. He does the same stuff always. Right. So you think that his performances in La Liga are basically the same as his performances in the Champions League? Is that fair to say? If so, I'm definitely going to push the Foden's been better than Bellingham this season take. And let me tell you why. Because Foden this season has been better than Bellingham in the Champions League from what I've seen. Like by a decent margin as well. So if it's a similar standard, Foden has definitely been better. Definitely this season. I know none. And as I say, I'm not going to claim I watch him every single week in La Liga. So if people say he's been playing better in La Liga, then I won't say that. If they're saying it's a similar level, they will say that. Because what I've seen in the Champions League, I don't think it's been that good. In all fairness. Here's Alvarez, he's got some space. Plays out to Nunes, the right winger. Rico Lewis making an underlapping run. He doesn't find him. Lewis puts his head up in the air because he wanted the ball in. Nunes didn't find him. We go backwards instead. My Argentine team is Newell's Old Boys because it spells the word knob. I drove through Sweden this winter, drove a car from north of Norway to Oslo. You stopped in Östersunds. Rate my pronunciation, Crazy Viking. Östersunds. Östersunds. Is that good or terrible? Don't watch Liga at all, that's fair. Yeah, but I used to watch it a lot back in the day, but yeah. And obviously when I had more time, but yeah, it's fallen off that league massively. Kaiser Chiefs. Oh, wait, are they South America? Are they African? Kaiser Chiefs. I don't think I have a South American one, them. Not good, terrible. Oh. I thought that was quite good, to be fair. Is it not oo? Is that word not Ooster? It's not Oostershans. It's not a sh. Oostershans. Oh, I thought it was quite good. I researched how to pronounce it and everything. I'm sure that's how you pronounce it. Are you sure? Do a Swedish accent. I can't do a Swedish accent, mate. Better team around, just getting lucky with the goals. We have a letter you don't have. Yeah, so it's not like Ooster. Oostershans. I'm going to YouTube this. How to pronounce Oostershans. Right, what's this say? Start off suggested clip.
Muller, love every bit.
Muller advert, guys.
The following pronunciation is brought to you by pronouncenames.com.
Amazing.
Östersund.
Oh, Ostershans.
Östersund.
Ostersund.
Östersund.
Ostersund.
Do we have
Ostersund. There we go. I've done it. I smashed that, guys. Get me on the plane. She was bad too. What the hell? That's the official pronunciation channel. Hello, Toby. Do you think City beat Liverpool and Arsenal? I think we need to. Will we? I don't think so. I don't think we beat up both. I don't think we beat both of them. Well, I don't know what you want then, mate. Because, like, that's the official video on how to pronounce it. Have faith says now. Look, I've not run out of faith, but it is unlikely. It is unlikely that we do it.
Östersund.
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 Östersund. How about that? That is from a male from Sweden.
Östersund.
That's terrifying.
Östersund.
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 Östersund. There you go. I've done it now. Boom. Vinicius goal. What a shame. Poor RB Leipzig. I own this YouTube channel. Shut up, Nan. Oh, what a shame. Was it a good goal, Musty? Is it a deserved win, or have they been playing like AIDS? Good assist by Bellingham to Fair, says John. Fairs. What a shame. Poor little RB Leipzig. Get Mrs. Nobbins in. I don't think she'd enjoy that, Nan. She wouldn't have anything to say either. We felt the absence of Rodri in the second half, says Omar. I mean, this is like the definition of like dead rubber now. So, and also these players have a game at Anfield coming up, so I'm not going to be too concerned about it. To be fair, Rodri's been rested. John Stones is coming on. Why? We don't need to risk that. We do not need to risk John Stones. Maybe it's just to get some sharpness into his legs. I don't know, but he needs to start and be fully fit for Anfield. We need Madrid in case Arsenal goes to the next round, says M. Give Arsenal Real Madrid. Give Arsenal. I'd love to see it. Arsenal versus Inter would be so interesting. I would love to see that. I think that would be a really good clash. Yeah, John is coming on for 25 minutes. Pep isn't happy with something. He's just gesturing. I don't know what word I'm trying to say there. Nice little interplay between Lewis, Haaland, and Alvarez. Julian. Diaz a yellow away from suspension. That's true. In that case, bring on Ake. Bring on Ake, or bring on a child defender. People debating who's a bigger club between Arsenal and Inter, and it's hilarious. Why are they debating that? My instinct would be... my instinct would probably be Inter, but it might not be. I don't know. That would be my instinct. I'd have to look into it, though. I don't know enough about non-Prem clubs, to be honest, in that respect, in terms of like my quantifiers. American accent. I can't do accents, guys. I can't do them. Kanji. How on earth? Oh my god, Edison's forced into a brilliant save. Our defense was just very confused there. They were sort of walking into one another. The hell is that? Something just went into my finger. The fuck is that? I've no idea what that is. It's to oi, respect the cats, Jack. I like how Porto being dismissed already, says John. I'm just, I'm very convinced. Wait, Leipzig have equalised. Come on, RB Leipzig. I'm very convinced that Arsenal win that and win it quite comfortably, to be honest. I can't lie. Respect Porto for giving Arsenal a good game in Portugal, but I mean Arteta went there and was purposefully defensive. I don't know if that's going to be the case. I'd imagine they're going to try to overwhelm them. I don't know if Porto will be able to keep them silent or quiet. It'd be interesting to see how Porto set up. Stones have been waiting to come onto the pitch for like the last 5 minutes. Is the ball going to go out of play? It does now with Ruben Diaz. He wants a corner, so he wants a goal kick. He's not going to get it. A British accent? I mean, I'm doing one right now, I suppose. Unless you want like a split spot. He would have been offside anyway. The Copenhagen player. Orban equalised for RB Leipzig. So hopefully Ruben Diaz are coming off, and indeed he is. A Queen Elizabeth II accent. I know. There we go. Ruben Diaz. Like that. John Stones is a very pretty man, isn't he? He's got lovely hair. Nan, I'm not going to get cancelled, mate. Ruben Diaz. Portuguese is like borderline Russian at times. That's very unusual. It's very like deep and enhanced. Deep. Unless you're a lady, in which case it's probably not that deep. Gosh, he's a tall man stood next to Rico Lewis. Which Portuguese? Portuguese. Not Brazilian Portuguese. I don't know enough about Brazilian Portuguese. Call me Nan. I'll do. Well, Jason, I believe you are actually of Chinese descent. So I'm sure that you can do one, no problem. I am not going to do that, though, for a number of reasons, as I'm sure you guys are aware. No matter how perfect the impression is, no. Toby's an Arsenal fan, by the way. I'm glad to have friends, because I'm not. Porter didn't just give us a good game. Yes, Toby, but you were set up by Arteta poorly, and you did play for the draw. You're obviously not going to do that at home, so I don't see it being a similar game. Why is it clear? There's a lad who said your Chinese food here is... There was this lad who said your Chinese food is here and done that thing with his eyes didn't get cancelled. Oh, I see. Right, yeah, that's crazy. I thought you were going to comment on the fact that British Chinese food isn't real Chinese food. Ball in, Akanji does well. I don't care, it's not real Chinese food. It's delicious. Ball in and goes behind for a goal kick for City. Lovely. 20 minutes left. Let's just calm it down. Calm it down. We don't need to worry about anything. We don't need to worry about getting yellows or injuries. Let's chill out. Chill out. Jack, you said it, mate. I've never had Chinese food before. I've never been to China. But, you know, Chinese food from British takeaways is delicious. Arteta is wank. Not sure about that. Who's win the Europa League, guys? Is it going to be... Is the answer just Bayer Leverkusen? How are these guys actually undefeated in every competition and it's March? Has that ever been done in the top 5 leagues? You get to March and you're still undefeated in every competition. That's insane. It has been... yes, it has been done. By who? Tell me more. It's not possible that Porto are far superior than teams Arsenal have recently beaten. John, it might be. For me, I just think they're going to win comfortably. I can't lie. I'd like them to not be, but I just don't see it. Jappy is better than Chinese. I've recently, or relatively recently, I say recently, it was like last year, you know, in respect of like the scheme of my life, recently started enjoying ramen. I ate that once and I thought that was tasty. I can't do sushi though. I hate sushi. I can't do like raw fish. Oh, well done, Bob. Win it back. Oh, God, there's a player down. Who is down? Is Mateus Nunes. Oh, please be okay, mate. We need everyone back. We need everyone fully fit. He's holding a shoulder. Not that I think he started Anfield. Oh, my God. Was that... Oh, my God. Was that his finger Oh! Oh, I've just realized what I saw. Oh, I think I just saw a dislocated finger. Oh, oh no. I thought he was just bending it back. No, it was like all the way there. I was like, oh, that looks interesting. Oh, God. Why did the camera show that? Ugh. Grim. They popped the finger back in. Oh, I'm gonna be sick. Uncle Diggs, thank you so much for following the channel, mate. Wait, what does that mean, Nan? If it means what I think it means, I don't think that's suitable for television. Real Madrid are poo. They can hold that. It'd be fun if Porto win, but Bayern just handily beat Lazio. Yeah, I watched a bit of that game. Sadly, it's like just a step too far for Lazio. Yeah, grim, man. Ugh. Dislocated penis. Is that even possible? Well, for this round, the winner gets the home leg second because that's their reward. Every time Holland goes back to his hometown, Bern, he orders his favorite Chinese dish: sweet and sour chicken. Dog, is that true? That's sick. Oh God, they're wrapping it up. I mean, I know it's obviously bad to break your finger, but as a footballer, does that really impact your game that much? I don't know. You can definitely do something to it, because I've heard stories where people are doing the business and they decide to do a, an anti-John Wayne, as we say. And, oh, he like fell on it. Oh, he fell on it. He fell on his own finger. Ugh. And then re-entry is a thing. Less of that. Hello, Uncle Diggs, mate. Love your little Buddha. And he's hit to win shots on target and most corners this half. How many more shots on target and corners do you need, mate? Because we are at a stage in the game where, from a City perspective, they're chilling. So they might not be too eager to do that. C says Manchester Blue. You don't have to convince me, mate. I'm now at the stage where it just is, isn't it? Like, there's no... Yeah, it just is. Apologies, Uncle. I think so. Copenhagen's 1 on target and 1. Oh, so you just need City to have more, sorry. Well, we've definitely had more shots on target and we've definitely have more corners, so you don't need to worry about that, Diggs. 1 first half. Need them to have most corners on target this half. How many have we had so far? I don't even know if we've had 1 corner, have we? I can't really recall. I can't promise you we are going to have a shot on target from now, because, as I say, we are playing very reserved and are chilling. My 3-1 is on the cards. I said 3-1 before kickoff. It could happen. Most overrated football player of all times coming on for Real Madrid. I don't actually know who that is. The most overrated player of all time. Who is that? I don't know who you think that is, Musty. Is it Rudiger? I don't know. He plays well when you don't mention his masterclass. Wait, who is that, Jack? Who's the second Micah to burst onto the scene after Richards? What, a City? Oh, Modric. Oh, no. Yeah, you are right. He is easily one of the most overrated. Sadly, because people try to put him at table 1, and I'm like, no. People are trying to put him up there with Xavi, Iniesta, Kevin De Bruyne. I'm like, whoa, calm down, mate. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Yes, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Players to play for City and Barca: Aguero, Gundogan, Eric Garcia, Ferran Torres, Yaya Toure. That's quite a few. Yeah, it's technically De Bruyne, isn't it? But I like saying De Bruyne. Claudio Bravo, yes. There's quite a few there, if I've been able to name quite a few. Alvarez wins it. I'm surprised Haaland's still on the pitch. No, he is, John. He is absolutely class. But the reason he's overrated is because people try to put him into that conversation of De Bruyne. Well, I mean, people try to say he's better than De Bruyne, and I'm like,
whatever happened to Nunes?
To Nunes. He broke his finger, and he's now off the pitch. Hopefully, he'll be all right. Copenhagen had a shot. You'll be happy to hear it's off target, Uncle Diggs. He looked to be offside. Oh no, he was offside, so it wouldn't have counted. And I've now had a bag on my head. Thank you guys for that. Respect. That's fairs, Nan. That's fairs. Thank you. Thank you for bagging me up. I rate it highly. I do not watch cricket, Assis. I do not. There's a Hamburg flag for some reason. Interesting. Oh. Is this someone using a fortune? Here we go. Fortune for Musty. Become who you are. Short, sweet, and to the point. Don't quite know what it means. Copenhagen have a shot. It's well over. And blasted over to smithereens. A retro Hamburg shirt. They do have some nice kits, to be fair. Hamburg isn't far from Copenhagen. Oh, really? Is it near the border or something? Called Musty vertically challenged. Yeah, become who you are. Don't even really know what that means. Oi, get off a kanji. Pirlo is definitely in that at table 1, 100%. Pirlo is much better than Modric. Yeah, definitely. I'm happy with that. Yeah. Pirlo is in that conversation. De Bruyne, Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets. They are there. Zidane if you want, I guess. Again, Kaká if you want, I guess. Pirlo's the poor man, Calvin Phillips. But yeah, so yeah, I'd have Pirlo in there. I like Pirlo a lot. I love later. Thank you for that, Jack. Carlo De Bruyne's girlfriend left him for Courtois. Well, she's clearly not right for him. I think he's got a new lady now, and he's much happier. Can Kova start again at Anfield? He might. I would not be surprised if Kova starts. Nunes clearly ain't playing left wing, so that idea for me is out on a limb. So yeah, I would expect it to be Courtois. Jack Courtois, and I got confused. I do expect it to be Kovacic. That will make us very compact and controlled in the midfield. In which case, but then who plays on the left though? That's the issue. It's probably gonna have to be Bob, innit? Or maybe Foden will play there. Might have to happen, you know. Might have to happen. How good was Cesc Fabregas? Lee going to keep saying Cesc is cleared of De Bruyne. What, he thinks that Fabregas was better than De Bruyne? Is that some sort of sick joke? Well, Fabregas was good, but he wasn't that good. He wasn't as good as Kevin De Bruyne. Ego says, like watching paint dry. What is ego? Is David Silva ahead of Modric? I think that they are closer to one another. Yeah, I'd personally have David Silva. But that is certainly... If we're doing this in tables, if we're saying that David Silva's at the table below your De Bruyne's, Iniestas, Xavi's, etc., then yeah, David Silva and Modric are probably there. That's probably fairer. I reckon David Silva probably would be at table 1 had he been at Barca in that period. Because he definitely was good enough to play for them. You could probably... I'd probably have him at like 1.5, maybe. I got a haircut. Nope.
What happened to Mateus Nunes's finger?
Broke it, Tayab, and then it got slotted back into place, I think. Or maybe it was dislocated, I don't know. But it was properly bent backwards and disgusting. I didn't realise what I saw at first. I was like, oh god, yeah. Assess controls games. De Bruyne only spams chances. That's insane. I mean, first of all, it's not true. And, yeah, dislocated. Because they popped it back in, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, it's not true. De Bruyne can definitely control games. He's just better used further up the pitch. And if that was the logic, then I could say that any controller is better than De Bruyne. I could say that... what could I say? I could say that Gundogan is better than De Bruyne because he controls games. That's just a silly thing to say, to be honest. Give me 1 million knob coins. No, Nan. No. Less of that. 8 minutes left, and then it will be confirmed. I like to see the stats in this game. City's defense have the ball all the time, not daring to pass it forward. And we don't have to. That's the thing. Like, we've won the game. We just need to, like, reserve our energy and just, like, not do anything silly. Speaking of silly, Rico Lewis has got to get back because Copenhagen are in our box again. Cuts inside. Good defending by Rico Lewis. He tries the overhead. Oi! Kanji with a painful one. And he's getting booked for that. Get away from our players, you fraudster. We've scored 3 goals from an XG of 0.6. That is crazy. I think David Silva's better, Jason. But, yeah, by not a significant margin, but by a clear enough margin to make it pretty obvious which one is clearly the better player. In my humble opinion. Oh, that's grim, Jack. Don't worry, Niall. I'll figure out what I'm doing with that. Hello, Niall. If Holland becomes City's top goal scorer, will he be looked on as fondly as Aguero? I don't think anyone will be as looked on as fondly as Aguero purely for that QPR goal, to be honest, Niall. So it's going to be nearly impossible. Same with like Vincent Kompany, like, you know, like Diaz, Stones, etc. might become better players, but in terms of like fondness and the fact and what he did for us, I doubt that ever happens. Yeah, goalkeeper's hands after it's pretty grim, Tab. I hate all these smaller clubs turning on the goes in hard for tackle option against City. I know. It's like the game's over, guys. Like, deal with it. City playing like headless chickens. Well, as I say, it's a very rotated side. It's a dead rubber. It's a, you know, we've got children on the pitch as well. It's chilling. Don't you worry about it, mate. Don't you worry about it. We've had 67% to the bar. We've had 3 shots on target and 3 goals, by the way. Obviously, one of them did hit the crossbar. It looks like Real Madrid are going to win. It's still 1-1. What a shame. What a shame for poor Leipzig. Early prediction for Anfield. I don't know, Niall. Low scoring. The best we can hope for is like 1-0 or 2-1. We're not going to score a lot of goals. Maximum 2. Will we keep a clean sheet? Almost definitely not when Salah's playing. He loves to score against us. Best we can hope for is a 2-1, I think. I think if there's going to be any result, then the most likely one is going to be a draw. I think it'll be a case of both managers won't want to lose. Therefore, neither is going to properly go for it. Probably. Kovacic, look at him strive. Give it Hamilton. Here's Julian. Tries to clip it to Haaland, who's played the full 90 minutes here. Gomez wins it back. Well done. Was Kovacic then. They look quite similar. Musty, we do, but it's that weird thing of like, it's that untangible of it's Real Madrid in the Champions League. Like, we've been better than them for a minute. Like, even the season that they knocked us out, we were so much better than them, but they knocked us out. Sorry about that, Kai. Vinny ran into a guy and pushed him like Rodri did when he got the red card. Yeah, get him red, get him off. Ake will eat salad for lunch, don't worry, says Stephen. I hope you're right, mate. There's a child wanting to come on for City. I don't know who he is. The quote thing, if you do exclamation mark quote, Scorpio, the quote will come up. There you go. I don't know why I said that. No, John. Gio. I'm convinced Holland refuses to come off and put it in his contract, says the stuff. Is that how it works? Maybe it's like, I want to play every minute. Me. Wolves win tomorrow versus the Pacers. We should win, because I feel like we're good. But Cat's been annoying me recently. His performances have been upsetting me. I've come to a realization about Anthony Edwards. He's a very good player, but he is not as good as he thinks he is. I think Colin's going off. I think he thinks he's Jason Tatum, and it's like, you're not that good, mate. Musty, why? Haven't Raptors been doing quite well recently? I'm sure they won like 3 in a row. So it doesn't work on the YouTube, I'm afraid. Maybe I could get it to somehow work on YouTube, but I don't know how I'd do that. I could get it to show up on screen on the YouTube. I couldn't get it to work in the chat. Score's out for... Oh, is he your best player, Musty? I'm sorry about that. Mateus says, is Bob your starter for Liverpool since Nunes will be out? He might have to be, you know. He actually might have to be. I wouldn't mind that. I just worry if like he's... Would he be able to handle that? I'm not sure. What happened to Doku? I mean, he still played well recently. Like, you know, in hindsight, like I rewatched the game. If you watch my Manchester Derby analysis, I actually thought Doku did all right against United. But I think he's also currently injured. Feeling the Delo test. I have to say, I think he actually did quite well. There were a number of moments when his link-up play was actually devastating, and it should have led to a goal for the equaliser. I think Ante was his better. Really? I don't know, Jason. I like Jason Tatum a lot. But basically, my point was that, you know, Jason Tatum is like, you know, top 5 in the NBA or whatever, isn't he? Like he's up there. You know, he's up there with, like, you know, the Jokic's and the Embiids or whatever. He's that guy. I don't think Anthony Edwards is that guy, but I think he thinks he is that guy. He like attempts all this weird stuff, and it's like, I don't think you're that good. Madrid on the ropes, says John. Well, sadly it's too little, too late for Leipzig. It is a shame for them. I also love Rudy Gobert. Here's my issue with him. This is NBA talk now. Here's the issue with him. He is just a worse... He is just a worse Porzingis. He is Porzingis without the offensive threat. Or the offensive threat in terms of scoring and offensive rebounds from whenever I've seen him play. Very good defender. Very good at getting blocks and stuff. But this guy does not shoot. He just doesn't do it. He refuses. I'd love to know his points averages from, like, you know, less free throws. He just does not score, or even attempt to score. Oh, Gomez, that's lovely. Can City get a goal later on the counter? Hamilton running at the Copenhagen defense. Into the box he goes. Is he going to cut inside and shoot? He does. It hits a Copenhagen body. Copenhagen clear it. Yes, Musty. That's exactly what I'm saying. We are indeed a shit Celtics. Gobert's a worse Porzingis. Edwards is a worse Tatum. Cat is a worse Jaylen Brown. I don't even know what the position there. I don't know what the equivalents would be. I'm not very good at positions. Derek McDaniels is a worse White. And I don't even know who our 5th player is. Conley is a worse Holiday. Let's say that. I do not know positions in NBA, guys. I know you guys tried to teach me. All I know is that Cat and Porzingis are similar players. Isn't Gobert and Porzingis the equivalent, Stephen? Are they not both centers? Have I got that wrong? I'm not very good at positions in NBA. Do I know the small guard? No. Who's the small guard for the Celtics? Is that Holiday? I know there are 5, but, you know, but Porzingis is the center and Gobert is the center, I'm sure. Now, I know the names of the positions. Rico Lewis with the shot! And it's off the crossbar. What a shame. Oh, we've hit the crossbar twice. It's about skill sets. Oh, is it? I thought that they were both right. So who is the Celtics Gobert? Gobert's position is doggy. Wait, what? That's the wrong sport, mate. Name the positions: center, small forward, point guard, power forward, and what's the 5th one? No. What did I say? Center, small forward. I've forgotten the ones I've said now. It's full time for Real Madrid Leipzig. What an L. What have I just said there? Center, small forward, power forward, small guard, big guard? I don't know. I'm sure I've named 4 though. Celtic don't have a Gobert. Oh. Right. Well, there you go then. So Porzingis is a combination of Cat and Gobert, and we don't have that. So they're taking up 1 player, while we're taking up 2. It's like McFred all over again, but in basketball. There you go. I named most of the positions. 3-1, and I predicted a 3-1, guys. I got it right. Boom. There we go. Full time. Yeah, very happy with 3-1. We got the job done. 6-2 in the end on aggregate. Never really in doubt. Good to see a Haaland get a goal. Obviously Alvarez and a goal from a direct corner. So it puts us in good stead. Rodri given a half a rest. And we are chilling. Yeah, Haaland scoring a goal. Alvarez scoring. Getting firing before the massive game at Anfield. There we have it. And yeah, full-time Real Madrid, RB Leipzig. RB Leipzig maybe fluking their way. Best game I've ever seen, says the stuff. Hey, we got the job done, and that's what matters. No goals in the second half, bit of a bore fest. But yeah, the game was done by that time, so it was largely irrelevant. No yellow cards for us either, which is big. Don't want to get any silly suspensions. And yeah. All good in the end. I mean, Foot Mob has got Rodri starting position as left back, which is quite funny. A big W, let's go, says Andrew. John says, bring on Liverpool. Jacob Wright's already been yeah, Stephen, literally. I think I'm better than Phillips at this point. Yeah, the stuff. But hey, it was a dead rubber. We got the job done. That was the important thing. We needed to make sure we didn't suffer any big injuries. Nunez dislocated his finger, but I'm sure he'll be fine. Haaland getting a goal, which is big for him. I think the draw... I was going to say I think, but I actually don't know. Let's find out. I think it won't be for a while. Champions League quarter final draw. When is it? Exactly, that's what we're looking for. Winger KX. His finger was crazy. We take it, says Jimmy Five Chins. 100%. We professional work. We got the job done. That's all that matters. Friday, the 15th of March, is the quarterfinal draw, which is next Friday. Not this Friday, but next Friday, which is big. That is big. So let me text Mrs. Nobbin something. Nobbins, any chance you could do a Liverpool preview with little Tom on your channel, says Stephen. I don't really do previews. I don't really see the value in them. To be honest. Maybe I can be convinced, but not this season, I don't think. As I said, I don't really like previews. I like post-game stuff, but predictive stuff, not the biggest fan of. Are we doing a post-match for this one? Probably not. LB's asked me if I can go on his channel, and tomorrow I've got a busy day. I want to go to the gym, and I want to go to my nana's. So I don't know if I'll have time to do a post-match one. Jimmy! Shout out, Jimmy. Thank you so much for joining the Ultras Club. You are now an Albino Ultra. Enjoy your perks. Enjoy your loyalty badge. Enjoy your exclusive emotes. Enjoy the fact that you get your credits in every single video description. And enjoy the knowledge that you are supporting me as a full-time content creator. Thank you, Jimmy. Genuinely means the world. Happy birthday, Happy Central. Happy birthday. Hope you have a lovely time. Let me know how it goes. No, John, it will be totally random now. So English teams can get English teams. Another game, another man of the match, indeed. In Madrid, we're not really convincing, says Samuel. Yeah, but they are Madrid at the end of the day. There you go. There's some of them. We've got Haaland and we've got Pep. Love that. And yeah, thank you so much, Jimmy, for supporting. You beautiful man. You beautiful, beautiful human being with your 5 chins. Yeah, so I wasn't going to do a post-match stream either later today or tomorrow morning. If it was like a big game, because there's nothing to really talk about. I don't know. What would I say? I'd say, yeah, we played rotated sides and we battered them realistically. There's not really too much else to discuss. I'm sure we'll do one when the Champions League draw happens. Maybe we can like look ahead to that. Oh, and also a perk, Jimmy. Get your name in gold. Could maybe keep a signed a pre-contract with Wolfsburg. He'll be in the Bundesliga next season. What a boy. KX, thank you so much for subscribing for 4 months in a row. Love that from you. There you go. You have your Madison Beer profile picture. Thank you so much, KX. Using your Prime on me. Love that from you. Thank you so much. 1000 says Leipzig should have won. I can't even lie. That's what it sounds like. Sounds like they weren't impressive. Big test. But I don't mind having a big test, but I don't really want a big test in the middle of an intense title run-in. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you, the stuff. Sorry, who said that? Jimmy. The stuff, I want Barca, yeah. I want Barca, I want Dortmund or PSG. They would be easy and nice. Carlos says, watch us draw Madrid immediately next round. We should beat Real Madrid. We are a much better team than them. But it is that Real Madrid factor, isn't it? You never know what you're going to get with them in the Champions League. Even if they're pants, like against Leipzig, they still got the job done. That's I'm doing next month, says Jack. I don't know what that means. Gold, always. Yeah, Spando Ballet. We'll love to see that. Always believe in your soul. Tim says UEFA will keep us apart next round. Well, it's not up to UEFA. It will be the luck of the draw. It will be the luck of the draw. I love how this tells me when there's a new member. That is sick. It is gold. It's definitely gold. It's not gold for you, Jack, because you're purple, because you're also a moderator, so your moderator one overrides it. It's Aribo. Oh, sorry. You talk. Oh, I thought you talk about the advert. Oh, I see. That's a good song by Spando Ballet. In case you guys didn't know. Will Liverpool actually play anyone tomorrow, or will they just rest everyone? They are indeed like cockroaches. Yes, they never go. Oh, Jack, I get it. I thought you were doing like a Haribo chant. Would Bayern be a good draw? Again, we should beat them because they've been not even they've been the second best team in Germany this season. We should beat them. I'd rather we don't have them because again, we're in the middle of a title race. The last thing I want us to have is really tricky games in a title run-in. I'd like us to have an easier draw as possible, and then we can deal with the stronger teams at the end of the season. The last thing we want is, like, that's why this game was so good, because, sure, like, imagine if we had, like, a tricky game now. We had to start everyone. You know, we had to start Kevin De Bruyne. We had to play Rodri for 90 minutes. Everyone had to be properly up for it. And then, like, everyone's not fully fit for Anfield. That would have been hell. Jimmy, thank you so much. You're the first person who's ever activated that. I'm so glad it worked. Thank you so much, Jimmy. That's incredibly kind of you. Take my money. Daddy, thank you for following, mate. Take my money, you beautiful, knowledgeable, tactical handsome man. Thank you so much, Jimmy. I really appreciate that. Your support. That's incredibly generous of you. What do you mean? That was Cristiano Ronaldo doing the Sue, and there was money falling because Jimmy tipped £5. He super chatted £5. Thank you so much, Jimmy. Jimmy! Like he's... Right, please. This is incredibly generous of you, Jimmy, but please do not put yourself out by supporting me. Always make sure you are financially secure. Just because you give me a lot of money here, just make sure that you're happy with your own financial situation. But that's incredibly generous of you. If you got a... it actually tells us Ian was gifted a membership. Why Always Me? Thuddy Wood Pigeon, Carnivore, and Douglas Wright were all given membership. So if you guys are in the chat, please leave a thank you to Jimmy for that incredibly generous act. Thank you so much. Again, just make sure you look after yourself, Jimmy. Thank you so much. It genuinely means the world that you don't even understand. Fantastic. And as I say, you activated the Ronaldo. That's so fun. That happened. I think that happens when it's at least £5 of a super chat or a super sticker. So I say thank you so much for activating that. If you're watching on the YouTube, you can do. I will ask for something though. If you are watching on the YouTube, something for free. Please leave a like on the video because that is free. It helps support your boy. Shout out to Jimmy. Shout out to Jason and who became members today. Thank you to KX, Kante, and Jack for all subscribing as well. I will make it so that eventually the YouTube memberships also get printed out. That's something that's in the works. I just need to pay someone to make the software for that. But when it happens, so Jimmy, when you resub, hopefully in the future, it will print it out and it will be a little profile picture as well. But yes, that's very exciting, isn't it? Thank you so much, Samuel. I love that from you. Don't worry, Jack. I did. My dog is destroying his pads. What a silly boy. Is that? I'm guessing that's your dog there with the little blep tongue. That's very cute. Very cute indeed. But yeah, a good game. Good game had by all. And it's as easy as you could have wanted it to be. No real injuries. Rodri given 45 minutes of rest. Kevin De Bruyne given the night off. Fully refreshed for Anfield. Liverpool have to play tomorrow. Will be very interesting to see. Thank you so much, Jimmy. Thank you so much, mate. Incredibly generous again. Incredibly generous. Just make sure you're okay to do that, because that's a lot of money you've just given me. I'm incredibly thankful because that allows me to continue doing my content for you guys, because this is my job. So yeah, all your tips are incredibly generous. Rate that alert, by the way. That's something that I recently added in. Let me know if you like that. Hopefully you do. It's money falling and then Ronaldo seeing and popping off. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you so much, bro. Gujari Literature, Timmy, Ivana, Tom Holland, FT Photon, Steve M, Fraser, Njoku, Lone Wolf, Dynamo. You've all been gifted a membership from Jimmy. please make sure to shout out Jimmy in the comments or in the live chat. Say thank you for that, because that is ridiculous. Thank you so much, man. You don't understand how grateful I am. Good work, Timmy. Good work. Absolute legend. That is, as I say, ridiculous generosity. You lot better, you lot better keep watching. Yes, indeed. Right. With that, ridiculous W's from Jimmy. Shout out to Jason for becoming an ultra recently. Shout out to Eric. Shout out to all of my subscribers, my members, and also my viewers, just like who just turn up and you give me your time, because that is an incredibly valuable commodity. As you guys know, as I've said before, it's the most valuable commodity. I will be back on, well, if you're on the YouTube, I'll be back on LB's channel tomorrow. I will be we'll be doing LBins. I won't be doing a post match on my channel. I don't think there's much point. But I'll be doing one with LB. And in terms of the next YouTube stream, that should be on Sunday at Liverpool. There will be some Twitch streams though before then. So if you're watching on the YouTube and you're like, hey, I want more of Nobbins, we'll be doing a stream on the Friday evening, Football Manager. So if you aren't following my Twitch, it's just LNobbins. It's free to make an account if you don't have an account. The link will be in my video description. But that'll be doing. And yeah, good work, F tier Photon, for saying thank you to Jimmy. We'd love to see that. Graphics are a game changer. Thank you, Timmy. Yeah, until next time, again, I've got to shout out Jimmy yet again. Ridiculous generosity. Who's not only gifted, who's not only super chatted £10, but he's also gifted 15 other people memberships, which is ridiculous. I shouted you out, KX. Look, you've got your... I shouted you out. Until next time, guys, have a lovely rest of your evening. Big win for City, and I will see you all next time. Enjoy your evening, guys. Goodbye.